together.
So tell me about the band, Tonnerre.
So Tonnerre is a pretty new band. We got formed in well the projects it was more of a project. It started in like 2021. So during like the COVID pandemic, we the core of the band is myself. I'm the singer, and François Patry, who is the guitarist, and he wrote most of the songs. And we wanted to have like a band that's more local. So we live in the countryside now, like about an hour away from Ottawa, 2 hours from Montreal. And yeah, we wanted to do something a little bit more hard rock, more feel good, and more rural. So we found like some a drummer that lived in our area, and and eventually a guitarist and a bassist in Ottawa, which is like just an hour away. And yeah, our music, I don't know if you're familiar with our previous band, Cauchemar.
Probably not, but I listen to like a lot of different stuff. Like I've listened to Mitsu and like
Oh, really?
Rock Vaccine and every like I
No
listen to everything.
way.
So
Okay, cool. So the band that we had previously was a little bit more Black Sabbath.
okay.
Um, and we used to live in Montreal, so we moved out of Montreal, and we went more towards like a hard rock, like AC/DC, Blue Oyster Cult, Fog Hat,
Mhm.
like a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, yeah. I could definitely hear it in the songs. Like if anybody listens to it, you definitely hear a very heavy AC/DC, but a very heavy 70s too, which is
Ah.
really cool.
Oh, thank you. And there's like a huge, we're really influenced by like the Quebec 70s
Mhm.
hard rock scene, which is like completely disappeared by now. So we had like amazing bands like Offenbach, Corbeau. I used to listen to Mitsu as a kid,
Yeah.
but that's not like an influence for this band.
No, no, but it's just it shows that you listen to music and it was part of your life the whole time too. So,
Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, my mom worked at a radio station, and my dad at um he's like a musician for like old people and like funerals and shit like that. So I was always like in music. So yeah, that's Tanar, and the it took us a while to to get like a solid lineup and to record and do all that stuff. And our album came out in was it in March or April? I think it was in
um,
April this year.
yeah, I think it was in April.
Yeah. It was in April, and that's pretty much it. Um, yeah. Do you have like yeah.
Do I have any more questions off? So you guys are pretty much friends first. You've been friends for a while, I am assuming, and you connect through the music, but it's give and take process with everybody. Who's the writer? Or is it everybody's doing the writing and the musicianship and stuff?
So basically, well, for the first album, most of the songs are written by François,
Okay.
who's the guitarist and
Hmm.
who's also my partner.
Yeah.
He comes up with demos that he records with. He has like a little like Casio like keyboard that
Yep.
is like a drum machine. And he records like little demos with that, and then the other guys take it, and we you know we we add like our own elements to it. But as you can, I don't know if you noticed, but the songs have two different guitars. So
Okay.
there's a guitar on the left and a guitar on the right, and they play different things. So that's like really like the like old school like 70s like AC/DC tradition.
Yeah.
And
That definitely is that's something I didn't pick up on, but I definitely hear the AC/DC. And so would you think that you might continue to do the two different guitars, or maybe add another guitarist, or just see how things go from here on?
I think we're gonna keep the formula, I
Oh
think.
yeah.
It sounds really cool and like pretty original for the bands that are around nowadays. Um, so and yeah, the album was everybody like adds their own little part to it. Um, and um, and yeah, the lyrics are also written by Francois,
Okay.
at least for the first record. So now we're starting to write music for the second one.
And what's the
Um,
name of the album? Just I don't want to butcher it. That's all.
no
I'm not.
problem. It's called La Nuit Sauvage,
Hmm.
which means the savage night.
Yeah.
And it's about um, like the it's about like true kind of true events that happened um, during parties that we organize at my house. So we live in a really rural area with like no neighbors and like there's like forests all around. So every song of the album is like a part of the party. Les enfants de la nuit. During the night. So it starts with like the sun coming down, and then like like partying around like the campfire and like hearing strange sounds and getting lost in the woods. Um, yeah, so and it's like it has a bit of a horror element to it because like um creatures of the night and
Sort of like
um
being in isolation too. It feels like something that would be played, not played, but it feels like you're in a forest, like you said, but it also feels you're not around anybody else, and it builds, like you said, throughout the night. So it's a concept album, really,
it
right?
is. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
and it works perfectly. I think I'm trying to remember the names of the songs. It was the third song. Um,
I think that's a Le Grand Corbeau.
yeah, that one. And it really it has such catchy guitar, like but your lyrics and the vocals are really good too. I love when you guys harmonize too. That's another thing that I noticed throughout some of the songs, how there's harmonization too.
Yeah, it's that's something that I've never done in my past bands actually. And we're there's like three good singers in the band, so might as well take advantage. Sorry, take
That's fine.
advantage of it.
Yeah, do you think you might do that more, like it's always good, I find, when a band has more than one singer, because say your singer gets sick or a vocalist gets sick, then you have like backup vocalists so you don't have to cancel anything too. But
Hmm. Yeah, we're definitely gonna play on that more. Because when the album was written, we didn't know who was gonna be in the album, if you know what
oh,
I mean.
okay. Yeah.
So we didn't like think of of including more like harmonizations and stuff. It was more like added near the end, and we're like, hey, we can like do that together. And like the song Les Enfants de la Nuit,
Hmm.
which starts with a harmony. Um, and yeah, so
It's definitely powerful. It's definitely Do you guys think that you are going to be trying to be the leaders of a new scene, a rock scene in Quebec?
Cool.
That'd
That'd
be
be,
nice.
you know what? We tried to find a label here in Quebec because we wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Uh, we want to push like hard rock and like for people to follow this genre and to worship like the old like hard rock legends. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I think um well, we sent like the album to something like 13 labels. And like nobody fucking like was interested. So I think Quebec is not um ready for this style, or at least it's too underground
Yeah.
nowadays.
Well,
Um
I mean, you can build on it too.
oh
I
yeah.
definitely just keep having fun with it. That's the one thing. And you can tell that comes through on the album. You guys are really having a great time, it feels like.
Oh yeah. Well, oh yeah, for sure. Like the the recording of the album was like a long party for sure. But yeah, there's like some bands that are starting. There's like Street Panther from Montreal.
Mhm.
They sing in English, but they're like really like hard rock, like with a little bit of boogie and like um yeah, they're
Is there
good.
a challenge though, do you find? Is that part of the challenge? Like even Quebec, even there, they won't embrace a French singing band or like it's unique, I think. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
No, that it's they're the pop scene is quite francophone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a lot of French bands and like even like French festivals, francophone festivals and stuff. Um and I think people are quite open-minded. There's like the like French speaking black metal scene, and our old band also sang in French. So I think um locally it's accepted, and outside of in Ontario or outside of Quebec it's seen a little bit as exotic. so
Yeah.
so it works. um like, and even in Europe, like next year, well, our label is Italian,
Hmm.
and next year we're gonna play some shows in Europe. So we're gonna play like of course France, but
Yeah.
Sweden and like Germany and stuff like that. So people are not, it's never been really an issue
Well, I
so far.
find music is it's what is the word I'm looking for? It's it translates to any language, especially if the person or the group that's singing it is having a good time and you get that it comes through. Doesn't
Mhm.
matter if you know the words, doesn't matter if you know what the lyrics mean. You're having a good time listening to the performers perform their art, I think. So are you also producing the album? Like is it in-house? There's not a producer, it's somebody in the band or
We're all yeah, it's, I mean, we know what the songs should sound like.
yeah.
So we produced it ourselves. But the guy that engineered the record, his name is Shani Pilote. He's a musician himself, and like
Okay.
he helped us um with the recording and like the a little bit of the direction of some songs, and he really like pushed us to get a good performance out of us.
Well, he did a great job, but I don't think he needed to do too much. I think the energy, the fun, the freshness of everything, being new, if you guys can build off that on the next one,
Oh yeah.
the world's open to for you.
Thank you. Of course, like the fact that we sing in French is like it is a turn off for some people, and I don't think we're gonna ever get like huge, but that's not the point. The point is to play like pure, like honest, passionate hard rock. Um,
Well, and have fun at it.
have
It's
fun.
live shows. What are they like? What can somebody expect from that? It's pretty much the
Uh,
same, or energy?
yeah, energy.
Yeah.
I I usually play, well, I play a lot of tambourine
Yeah.
when I'm live. So I sort of get lost. I dance a lot. Well, we all move a lot, but I get crazy. I just start dancing to the music because the music has like a certain swing, so I let myself go and I just sing and play tambourine. The last time I think I got a bruise on my hand because I went like so fucking crazy.
Well, you get right into it, which is good. That's the way it should be. It shouldn't be just, okay, it's another night. Let's just go do what we do.
Oh no,
It's
it becomes like a sort of ritual, like a
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's good. It's nice to see that there are bands out there that you can always discover.
Oh yeah. And I'm from Orleans, which
Okay.
is
Yeah.
like a French suburb of Ottawa. So that's why we sing in French. Actually all the members are like francophone. So there's three guys from Ottawa, including me, um, and two Quebecers. And I mean, that's our scene. The Ottawa scene is our scene, but we speak in French too. So it makes it quite unique, actually. People are very um, surprised when they find out that most of the band is based in
Uh-oh.
Quebec.
Oh, they're just kind of froze a little bit. Yeah, but you like you said, it's unique. It's something different for people to see. It's not the same. I think that's a good thing, though. I think it's good to have that uniqueness. Oh, we're going to see a French band, or they sing in French. It's like they can kick ass too, though. It's really good.
You know what's fun with having a language like lyrics in another language? You you like your brain processes it differently. It's like almost it becomes like an instrument. So instead of focusing on the words themselves, you focus on the feeling and like the overall like effect. So it's different. It's definitely a different experience than
Well,
uh,
that's exactly like that's what I hear when I hear it. It's an overall feeling. I might not know all the words. I do know, a bunch of them, but it's just the feeling of music. Music is you don't need it doesn't have a language, so it's like it's perfect, I find. Because I
Mhm.
listen to everything. Like I said, like I'll listen to music from India and all over, and I don't know what they're saying, but it's music. I like it. So
Mhm. You can recognize good music.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a good thing to go out and see something different too. Like you can go see a bunch of bands. There are a lot of bands that I've noticed that sound the same, but it's something different when you go out and hear a different thing. It's like, oh, it catches, it sticks in your brain. Like it doesn't go away either. And you're like, oh, I got to hear that again. And then when you hear it again, you're like, there they are. So where can people get the album? Where I'm sure you have it digitally, but what's it available on? Is it available on CD, vinyl, and where can they get it?
So the easiest way to get it is through our Bandcamp.
Okay,
Um, so the I mean the shipping in Canada is about 15,
that's not bad.
$16.
Yeah,
In the US, it's even cheaper. It's actually cheaper, like $14. Or
really? Huh.
yeah, because it's actually cheaper to ship in the US than in Canada for some stupid reason. And in Europe, our label Cruz del Sur, they're located in Italy.
Okay.
Uh, so it's better to order from them. Aside from that, you can get it at our shows. So uh we have LPs and CDs. So we have three different colors of LPs. We have shirts and stuff like that. Um, I'm not sure if it's available in stores. We did drop some in Montreal, but they're sold by now. We don't have like an endless amount of records, so
Yeah,
we will keep them for our shows. Um,
there's not
so
many record stores out there anymore anyway, so it's like it's always better to go to the Bandcamp and the actual label's website, I find. But get it at a show so that gets you out and you can hear it.
exactly,
Hear it
and you can,
live.
yeah, we can sign it or
Oh yeah, yeah,
if the person
definitely.
liked the show.
I don't see anybody that wouldn't, even the hardest person that doesn't like French and stuff like that, uh would connect with the music. If they don't, I find that there's something for everybody in it.
Hmm. So we're gonna play Ottawa on. It's not announced yet, but we're gonna
Okay.
play in November 16, and we're planning a show in Montreal the day before. So we're trying to play like more shows. Um, and we'll do a little tour in the spring as well.
Do you
So
find that you might, well, you probably can't answer this now, but I was gonna say you might branch out in more of out of Ontario?
we'd love to for sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, if somebody who's watching this or listening to this wants to book us, they're welcome to get in touch, and we'd love to play.
And just get in touch with you through the through
Bandcamp
the
or
yeah,
Instagram, Facebook, where we're all
you're
connected.
everywhere. Like everybody these days, you have something for everything.